Hello friends, and welcome back to Hymns and Their Stories. Today we're exploring one of the most beloved hymns in Christian history, a hymn that has comforted countless hearts, inspired millions to come to faith, and echoed through churches for nearly 2 centuries. But what if I told you this hymn was written by a woman who spent much of her life confined by illness? A woman who felt broken, discouraged, and often forgotten. A woman who wondered whether her life would ever matter. Yet from her pain came a hymn that has led millions to Christ. This is the remarkable story of Charlotte Elliott and the hymn, Just As I Am. Charlotte Elliott was born on March 18, 1789, in England. She was the 6th child in a large and loving family. Her father was a respected clergyman, and Charlotte grew up in a home where faith, education, and culture were highly valued. She was intelligent, artistic, and gifted with words. Friends described her as cheerful and energetic. As a young woman, she enjoyed music, literature, and social gatherings. Life seemed full of promise. No one could have imagined the change ahead. In her early 30s, Charlotte became seriously ill. Historians are uncertain about the exact nature of her condition. Some believe it involved chronic pain and weakness. Others suggest a debilitating neurological illness. Whatever the cause, the effects were devastating. Her health declined dramatically. Activities she once enjoyed became impossible. Days turned into weeks, and months became years. Much of her life would be spent confined to her room. For someone once active and social, the emotional burden was enormous. Charlotte battled not only physical suffering, but also deep discouragement. She asked, why had God allowed this? Could someone so weak still be useful? One day, a Swiss evangelist named Dr. César Milan visited the Elliott family. He spoke with Charlotte about her spiritual condition. At the time, Charlotte felt restless and uncertain. She wanted peace with God, but struggled with feelings of unworthiness. Milan gently asked her, "Charlotte, have you come to Christ?" She replied that she did not know how, feeling she needed to be better first. Then Milan shared a simple truth. He told her she must come to Christ exactly as she was, not after improving herself, but just as she was. Even after embracing her faith, Charlotte's illness remained. Her limitations and pain stayed, yet something deep within had changed. Unable to travel, she turned to writing. Her words became her ministry, encouraging others facing their own struggles. She discovered that sometimes God uses what we consider our weakness to accomplish His greatest work. And God was preparing her for something extraordinary. In 1835, Charlotte was feeling especially discouraged. A fundraising bazaar was being organized, but she could not participate. She felt useless and left behind. But as she struggled that evening, she remembered Malan's words, "Come to Christ just as you are." Inspired by that truth, Charlotte began writing. Line after line flowed from her heart. These words were not just poetry. They were her testimony. Just as I am, without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me. The hymn expressed complete dependence on God's grace, no pretending. The power of just as I am lies in its simplicity. Every person knows what it feels like to carry guilt, fear, failure, or regret. Charlotte's message was revolutionary. God does not invite us after we become perfect. He invites us now, just as we are. In the 20th century, Billy Graham adopted the hymn as his signature invitation song. Millions heard its message and responded. Charlotte never traveled the world or preached to stadium crowds, yet through one hymn, her voice reached the nations. Charlotte Elliott continued writing throughout her life. She passed away in 1871 at the age of 82, leaving a legacy defined by grace. When she felt useless, God gave her a song. When she felt broken, He gave her purpose. You too can come to Him just as you are. Thank you for joining us on Hymns and Their Stories. Please like, subscribe, and share. Let us know in the comments which hymn story to explore next. God bless.